Game Freak and Nintendo, you son of a bitch. Oh, G-Day, people. This is Sharpino here, and this is a response and a quick update video, but this response is primarily to discuss the Pokémon Direct that happened on the 6th of June, that happened a couple days ago. Oh my god. You sneaky motherfuckers. Let me explain to you guys what I was expecting of the Direct, and then I'll explain what happened. Before obviously, the Direct, I was hoping to see a Gen 4 remake, because all the signs point in that direction. You know, they had a Gen 1 remake, a Gen 2 remake, a Gen 3 remake, they remade Gen 5 twice within 2 years, and then Gen 7 just got released in November last year. So everything pointed to a Gen 4 remake. Another thing I predicted was Gold and Silver being available on the Virtual Console, because Red and Blue and Yellow have now been out for well over 2 years. So I think that it's only expected that they'll slowly feed the rest of the Pokemon games onto the Virtual Console. So I expected Gold and Silver to come out. And other than that, maybe, just maybe a Pokemon Coliseum remake. Now, I wouldn't be too surprised if it didn't come of it, but it would be nice, because it would make the Switch a bigger selling point for Pokemon fans, because they could use their Sun and Moon Pokemon onto the Switch. So that if people wanted to play on the Switch, for example, you know, sort of like Battle Revolution and Coliseum and all that, it would make sense. And from a marketing standpoint, I thought would be a good idea. Now, let's discuss what happened at the Pokemon Direct, in case you haven't watched it. We got a remake of Sun and Moon, Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun. We did get the Gen 2 remake the Gen 2 on the Virtual Console, Gold and Silver, so we got one thing right out of two. Pokémon DX is released on Switch, which really, I don't think a lot of people expected that. I mean, maybe some people who are very passionate about Pokémon on the Wii U were like, yeah, maybe the Switch might be next. So maybe that, and that was it. Nothing else for Pokemon. Those were the three things we got. Remake of Gen 7, that has been out for less than a year. Gen 2 for the Virtual Console, which I was pretty happy about. Pokémon Tournament for DX for the Switch, and no Sinnoh remake. Game Freak and Nintendo. Why the fuck do you do this to your fans? Why do you do this to your audience? Why? It makes no sense to have a remake of a game within a year of its release. You didn't even do that for Black and White. You waited a year and then you made Black and White 2. And I watched the video. Obviously I'm not going to show the video, because obviously then Pokemon may copyright my video, flag it down. But come the fuck on. This is basically Black and White 2 2.0 on Sun and Moon. Oh, I'm really frustrated at this point. Now, they discussed new Pokemon. So they discussed Pokemon that weren't originally available in Sun and Moon, which I won't lie, I was fascinated by that, because it's like, what else could there be? They mentioned more Alolan forms, which I had no objections to that. I actually think that if they did a remake, that should be expected, because there wasn't a lot of Alolan Pokemon. So I think they can kind of get a bit more creative with the remake, I suppose. And that was it. Like, the storyline, I don't know how they're going to continue it on from there. A lot of people were learning to the fact that the trials may be gone and there's now going to be like a gym, which it's going to relay back to what it was originally, which was a gym system where you get 8 badges and you beat level 4, which, look, I don't mind. Like, that's pretty much how every game has been played at this point. But Gen 7 had the whole factor of Island Trials, which made the game, I would say personally, very unique. Now, the only thing I could suggest that would make this game a bit more, I would say, out there, is if you change up the battle styles of every gym leader. Now, I know a lot of fan games do that, like in Volt White and Blaze Black. They have different battling styles, so like One gym leader may be single, the next may be a double battle, another one might be a rotation battle, another one may be a triple battle. It's different, and it keeps you guessing. But overall, the Sinnoh remake, all the signs, all the fingers, everything in the Pokemon universes pointed to a Sinnoh remake. And Game Freak and Nintendo just went, nope, not happening. And it's like, I was personally pissed off about it. Now, the reason why I'm very aggravated at it, because I like Gen 4. Gen 4 is one of my top 3 favorite gens. So, you guys know Gen 5 is my favorite, Gen 2, and then Gen 4. Those 3 are my favorite gens. Now, personally, like I said, seeing Gen 2 on the Virtual Console, I was pretty ecstatic with that one. And it's also good because for shiny hunters, it means if they want a shiny hunt on the original Gold and Silver, they now can do that. Because if they have a capture card on their 3DS, like a lot of people on YouTube do, you could just download the game onto your 3DS, and then you can play it off that. And then you can shiny hunt for like the original old school, which is pretty insane. I will say, like, I think that's actually pretty, I mean, it's pretty, you know, pretty exciting. And then you can do trades and battles, and it's going to become compatible with Pokebank, so you can, if you get any shinies on that, you can transfer it over to your Sun and Moon. Which is pretty crazy because a lot of people in Sun and Moon, you know, they do the island scan for like some of the starters, but now you can actually go ahead and soft reset for the shinies from the original game and put it straight onto the Sun and Moon. And that's actually pretty crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of shiny hunters decide to go ahead and go in that direction, because it would mean that the shinies they get from the original game would be able to be put onto their Sun and Moon. So, like I said, I'm very happy with that, because now it opens the doors for a lot of shiny hunters. But honestly guys, the Ultra Sun and Moon remake, I was disappointed about it. I won't lie, I was very disappointed, because to me, I think it's too soon. Unless they were planning this from when they first released Sun and Moon. It would not make sense for them to release one part of the game and say, okay, within less than a year, we're going to release another set of Sun and Moon to basically just go ahead and release more of it. It's almost like a part 2 to the original Sun and Moon. So if anything, I feel like this is, honestly, from a marketing standpoint, that would make so much money, because now you imagine now that every person that wants to play these games has to buy both games, which, as you guys will know, they'll sell at game shops for like $60, Oz anyway, $60, America maybe $50, and everywhere else is different, but I know that they are going to charge ridiculous, so that means I have to spend another $120 to get both games. Now, this game has to be better than Sun and Moon. It has to be better, because it would not make sense for them to make a game that's not as good as Part 1. Like, I'm actually interested to see where they go as far as the story for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Now, you know, as far as enemy groups, you know, Team Skull was working at the Paradise and they were discovered. Are they coming back as their own entity? You know, like, honestly, looking at how Sun and Moon ended, there was a lot of unanswered things. Like, there was a lot of, you know, gateways to, you know, this remake, you know, like, it didn't say Team Skull disbanded at the end of Sun and Moon, so I was like, so what's happened to Team Skull? Are they going to come back? Or are they going to bring back, you know, another enemy group into this here, like, you know, maybe Team Rocket? Which I would say, if it's not Team Skull, it would definitely be Team Rocket. If I see bloody Magma or Tekken Aqua, I'm going to say, what the absolute fuck is going on here? That's the first thing I'm going to say. Now, yeah, I don't know what I can say to you guys other than the fact that, okay, I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a little part of me that was excited for this new Let's Play. For this new, not Let's Play, what the fuck? These 2 new games. But honestly, overall, I'm just disappointed because I honestly feel like they knew they were going to do this from the very beginning. They knew they were going to do this in November last year when they announced back in February when they announced Sun and Moon. They were already in the works of making this game. It took them from February to November, so let's just span out here. That is 9 months to make a game. And in that time, they probably were already making Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun in the makings. I can guarantee you that. It wasn't something they just decided to do when they released Sun and Moon. I can guarantee you that. But anyways, guys, that's my take on this. So, honestly, what Pokemon Direct told me was, Nintendo and Game Freak just want to make money. Because now, it's just a matter of you having to buy now another Sun and Moon. to play what feels like part 2 of the original Sun and Moon. And honestly, this game has to be amazing. Otherwise, this whole thing doesn't make any sense. Now, Black and White 2, as opposed to the original, I won't lie, it was better in some aspects. Not overall, but in some aspects it was better. And you had obviously looking at, you know, Lunala and Sol Galea merged with Necrozma. So you can see they're trying to, you know, you see Chorus and Sun and Moon, and also I feel like they're just going to do what Black and White 2 did. Like I said, it's Black and White 2.0. That's how I feel like they're going along with this game here. And honestly, like I said, I just hope for their sake that this game is amazing. Because if this game fails in being a really good game, I don't see how Pokemon can get any better unless they do remake a Gen 4 after this. This would make sense. But they have to nail on the head with this game. They have to blow everyone away and blow Sun and Moon to the fucking rafters. Because otherwise these two new games will just prove that Game Freak and Nintendo are just out for the money. That's just how I feel. Other than that, guys, still doing my Pokemon Moon Shine Lock. I'm enjoying that and doing some other projects in the background. But again, I won't tell you guys about that just yet. I'll let you guys know as we get along. You know what my plans are. And we're almost at 300 subs. We're just one subscriber away. Honestly, guys, it doesn't bother me that I'm at 299 subscribers. Would it be nice if you have 300? I know one day I'll get there. But I don't want someone just to hit subscribe just for the heck of getting me to 300. I like people who are subscribed because they love or enjoy my content. So don't subscribe just to be that, oh, number 300, yay. Subscribe because you want to subscribe. And that's all I can say. So thank you guys for watching this quick update video and my response to the Pokémon Direct. I'm pretty hyped about the Gen 2 Gold and Silver on the Virtual Console. So could be something in the works with that, just maybe. But other than that, guys, this is Sharpino saying stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later!